What's up guys, it's Mega, and today I'm going to give you all a new series for Link Evolution that a few of you have commented on that you want to see more replays with a certain deck or want to see how this deck works. So what I've decided to do is, I'm still going to do deck videos and all that lot, but decks that I've made, such as, I don't know, Trains, True King Dinos, Shadow Vote, that kind of stuff, I'm going to be using them and we'll... I'll do rank matches, and I won't fast forward any of them. I'll literally just be talking like how I normally would play, like how I'd get the replays to begin with, and you can just see how like my thoughts are when I'm playing said decks, and you can see like why I choose certain plays, and you might see like how it goes up against other decks that you don't see in the normal videos. One thing is, I would like to say I do apologise if I end up role playing sometimes, because normally when I do kind of decks, there's a reason I mute them and fast forward them, because I kind of do a little bit of role playing. So I do apologise if I end up doing that on some videos. And in this one, you might hear like a buzzing noise in the background. That's because I've got a fan on. I've turned it off now, but I had a fan on and I forgot to turn it off during the replay. So I do apologise on that. But again, this is just to show you roughly how the decks play, because some people might not understand it just based on the deck replays and based on how just me talking about each card. So it's fun to see, and you can hear my thoughts and all that lot. So if it helps guys, and you get to see more replays. The first one I'm doing is Mekk-knight Invoke. As you can see on the title, Mekk-knight Invoke is a very fun deck I like to play. It's all about a deck that likes to go second, where you by all means, you don't want to go first. If you do, there's like a 75% chance you're going to lose, because a lot of your cards are going second, such as the Mekk-knights, the Kaijus. You could have like the cards going to Rainbow Neos, but you do not want to go into Rainbow Neos going first, because it can't do anything. So you see what I mean? The deck's all about going second, but the deck is all about summoning the Mekk-knights through their effects. You've got a Kaiju to interrupt your opponent's plays. You've got a lot of like spells that can resurrect and for fusion plays and search out your cards. We've got some interesting tech cards, such as like we have got some Caught by the Graves, we've got some Infinite Appearances, we've got some Ash Blossoms, decent hand traps. We're all running a little bit of spice with the Trick Stars in order to get out Rainbow Neos. Very decent card. You'll see in the replays why he's absolute beast. And yeah, I do hope you enjoy this. So I'm going to say see you from me, and I do hope you enjoy this series. If you enjoy it, hit that thumbs up. You'll see this channel grow, and I get to see if you enjoy this. And if you guys do actually enjoy this kind of series, I'll add another video and another one if you guys keep enjoying it. And with that, guys, I do hope you enjoy the replays, and I'll show you on to the past me, where you can hear the buzzing noise. Go second. Okay, so we're going to go second. Okay. I mean, at least we're going to go second, so we have a chance now. So what have we got then? So we've got basically 3 Monster Reborns to the hand out of Mekk-knight, Purple Nightfall. Not the best hand, but not bad. Because technically all we need is 1 effect monster. No, I only need 2 to go into Predator Plan Verte Anaconda. 3 back row as well. I'm not liking the back row. I'm not liking this back row. Again, Rainbow Neos can wipe out his back row, but I'm not liking it. I never like when people set 3 face downs and then set a monster, or just do 3 face downs and set. I really hate it, because you don't know if it's like Guru Control, Altergeist. We've got the Candina. Why is it? Generate a boss room. Oh no. Is this what I think it is? Generator. I think the field spell alone is like a boss card. Yeah, here we go. Okay. If your opponent... Oh, so if we drew a card, once per turn, you get special and generate a monster from his deck in defense mode, and Generator, Boss of Iron. So you can only control 1 I've never played this deck before. Against it, quick fire. You contribute Then generating monsters and also... Eh? I'm confused. I'm gonna have to read all this when he's finished. So, if I do a turn now? Quick fake, tribute any other? Oh, okay. So he's got a boss of iron and a boss of swords. You contribute any number of generating monsters. Then target that many monsters in the field, destroy them, then your opponent can draw cards equal to the number of cards destroyed in the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. And so once per turn during your main phase, you can add one copy social one generating monster during your opponent's turn, etc. Express some during your end phase, you can okay. So let's play light stage. Because light stage can pretty much add a trick star to our hand, and also we can maybe shut down that other set card if he doesn't activate it. Yeah, he's got Solemn Judgment. To be honest, that's a nice thing to bait out. Right. Because he's already activated his field spells effect, we can play Upstart Goblin. I wanna see what else we can get. Blue Sky. That could be handy. Right, so let's now. He's going to do it once per turn. Right, let's now special in Purple Nightfall. Let's see if he's going to trigger his monster's effect to try and get rid of Purple Nightfall. Right, we'll normal summon Candina, which will now play her effect to add a trick star to our hand. We want to add Lilybell. Here we go, he's playing his monster's effect. Alright, I can chain that with Purple Nightfall. So he sacrificed a token for no reason, because I can now just banish Purple Nightfall to protect it. Then during my next standby phase, he'll come back to the field. And then we also get to search out Indigo Eclipse. Right, Candina should still activate though, I believe. Draw a card from your deck. Yeah, sure. Neos Candina. He's going to let us search Lilybell. Which her effect will now trigger. Because she was added to our hand, except by drawing it, we get a special summon her to the field. Then we're going to play Monster Reborn to resurrect Candina. We're going to link both of them away because Anaconda, with 2 effect monsters, we can just pay 2,000 life points to send send Neos Fusion to go into Rainbow Neos. Before we do that, I just need to have another monster on board to win. So we're going to play World Legacy Succession to basically resurrect another Trickstar. Because, as I say, we can just we'll resurrect Candina for a 3rd time. Because it's Succession, you have something next to a link, but that's not bad. Just because then, when we play Rainbow Neos Fair, you have to send a monster to the graveyard to basically nuke the field. So yeah, that's why we're gonna. That's why we needed another monster. And of course, since Rainbow Neos is a fusion, not a link, you couldn't play World Legacy Succession if you don't have a link monster. So yeah, so we're gonna send the Rainbow Dragon and the Neos that's in our hand to bring out the mighty Rainbow Neos, who has 3 special abilities. He can either shuffle the graveyard into the deck. If we send a set card, spell or trap, he can return spell traps into the deck. Or if we send a monster to the graveyard, we can set all of his shuffle all of his monsters into the deck. Which, because now he doesn't control any monsters, we can just direct attack and we can win. So that's one. And here's the other. And there we go, guys. That's another one for Mekk-knight. That's actually not a bad one, actually. That really made me think. That did. Why do we keep losing the die rolls this time? I mean the rock paper scissors, but at least we're gonna get second now. Every duel I've done today, I've lost the rock paper scissors. We've got the magical meltdown, invocation, Mekk-knight. We've got an infinite permanence in hand, which is nice. Then we've also got Candina. Is this going to be a Marins's deck? Because normally whenever you see someone play as blue Maiden, they have a Marins's deck. We could play the magical meltdown to search out Alistair and all that lot. Got caught by the grave as well in case they do try to Ash Blossom us or just to try and destroy Magical Meltdown. So Magical Meltdown lets us search out Alistair, which is nice. We've already got the Invocation in hand as well, so don't really have to put. No, I'd rather play Candina because then we can go into Lilybell and go into Rainbow Neos. So Candina now lets us search out Lilybell, which will now trigger her special ability. Let's trigger her special ability to special summon herself. We're gonna link both of them away to go into Verte Anaconda. Then we can play the Invocation, and we can bring out Mekk-knight, which would be sweet. Because then we have like a spell trap or monster negate depending on what I want to do. So we'll play Invocation. We'll go into Mekk-knight. We're going to use maybe Lily and Alistair in hand. It does mean because Alistair will be in the hand, he won't be in the graveyard, he won't be sent to the grave, he won't be banished, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know when you have 2 normal summons, I prefer to go into a Verte Anaconda. Right, so if I do, that's 3,000, Rainbow Neos would be 4,500. So that'd be 4,500 base, that's 5,000, that's 7,500 attack points. We'll set Call by the Grave, which now lets us special summon out Purple Nightfall, which is enough when we go into Rainbow Neos to OTK. The reason why I'm keeping Infinite Impertinence in hand is because I would like to keep a trap in hand, because if he now plays a trap card to either negate Rainbow Neos' summon or try to negate its effect or something like that, you can just play Mekk-knight's ability to like negate the trap. Like now, Lost Wind. Like Now we can play Mekk-knight's ability to send infinite impermanence to the graveyard to negate his Lost Wind. Negate and banish his Lost Wind, I should say. So it won't even be making it back to the field. So now Verti Anaconda, let's just special summon out the Rainbow Neos. And now, because we've got every bit of use out of Meltdown as possible, we'll play Rainbow Neos' effect to pretty much send Magical Meltdown to the graveyard and return his other face down back into the deck. Because now we can just attack for free. I like how between the 3 monsters we were missing 500 attack points, and now we're literally overkill by 2,000. And now Mekk-knight finishes the duel. That was not a bad one. See, this deck is great going second. We get to choose. Finally, we win one. We're going to go second again. Again, the deck is great going second. Going first, the deck really struggles. Like, you're near enough instantly lost if you go first. 2 Alistairs, Light Stage, and we've got a we've got a Kaiju. So if it does have a pesky card, we can just tribute his monster for the Kaiju, like Borrowload Savage Dragon. If he has Chaos Max, like a Babushka, they try to do the Babushka lock. We could just, yeah. So this is Rocket. So is this Rocket Dragon Link? Or is this just a Rocket deck? Because Supply Squad in a Rocket deck's a bit questionable. And also we have the Purple Sky, or Blue Sky, sorry, so we can summon out a monster and search some more, which is nice. And Trick Starlight Stage, which lets us add the Candina, then we can summon the Candina to go into Lilybell if we want, or we could just summon out Alistair, and then play Light Stage to add Lilybell to hand, because then we can search the Invocation and just link our 2 monsters into Anaconda. Then we could just banish both our monsters from the graveyard to bring out Mekk-knight. I might do that play actually, because then we still search the Invocation and we can still get Predaplan out on the field. So speed boost Dragon. You can take effect damage, but you can special this card from your hand and inflict damage to opponent equal damage you took. You can when this card is tribute summoned, you can add 2 rockets with different names from your deck to your hand. Oh, okay. See, I don't run that one. I don't run that dragon, if I'm being honest, in this deck. But because he did play Striker Dragon, that means he does have Boot Sector Launch, which he's most probably going to play. Then he, depending on what cards he added, he can go into Borrowload Savage. That's why we have the Gamma Seal, because you can just tribute his monster to summon out Gamma Seal to his side of the field, because then that way it bypasses Savage's effect, because the effect doesn't activate in your hand and you tribute, it just tributes and summons. So we can get over his Borrowload Savage Dragon. I'm not particularly worried about that. And because it's not destroyed, it's just tributed, you can't play Supply Squad to chain it. Like Supply Squad, you won't draw a card from it. That's what I meant by that. Is he synchroing? Yeah, this is the synchro. Yeah, Borrowload Savage. To be honest, if that's all he had, it's better to have 1 negate, because obviously he's going to equip Striker Dragon to itself, so it only has a single negate, but that's better than no negates, to be honest. 1 negate is always better than none. Then he's going to set a face down. Okay. So let's see what we have. If we draw Invocation, that's even better. Another Blue Sky. Okay, so we're going to tribute Borrowload Savage to summon out our Kaiju to his hand. Oh, he did destroy the... That card did get destroyed, so Supply Squad should trigger. Because one of his cards was destroyed. No, it didn't. Right, so Trickstar Light Stage. We can activate that. I'm going to add Lilybell to hand and special summon it. The reason why I haven't summoned it yet is because that face down scares me. So at least if we play Light Stage first, and when we can now, we can play Light Stage's effect to target his face down card. And if he can't activate it, he can't play it for the remainder of the turn. Basically, it just frees up that face down card. In case you're scared, like I am, I'm a chicken. Why did I play Lilybell in that zone as well? I've just noticed. Right, so we could play Alistair. Alistair will now let us search out Invocation if he doesn't have anything to negate, and he doesn't. Which is actually pretty sweet, actually. That's actually pretty sweet. Because now we can link them both away into Predaplan, Verte, Anaconda. And then because we've got Invocation, I'd say, we can banish both of them. It's not cost us a single penny. And we can bring out Mekk-knight. But at the same time, we're also going to special summon out Blue Sky to this field, because now we get to add a card to our hand. Or I think it's either 1 or 2 cards we get to add to our hand. I think it's 2. So Blue Sky is going to let... Oh yeah, here we go. Indigo Eclipse, and we will add Purple Nightfall. Because now we can special summon Indigo Eclipse to the field, shift it across with its special ability, and summon out Purple Nightfall. So, yeah, so its ability lets us move it to a different zone. We'll move you here. Then we'll summon out Purple Nightfall. Then we're going to play Invocation's effect from our hand. So now we're going to summon out, of course, Mekk-knight, using the Lilybell and the Alistair in the graveyards, because then we can return Alistair to our hand by shuffling the Invocation from the graveyard into the deck. So we've still got 2 Alistairs in hand. And then Rainbow Neos can near enough nuke the field, either the spell traps, or we can just nuke the monsters. I might just nuke the monsters. Really overkill. This is really overkill, actually. I don't need to play Invocation's effect because this is really overkill. The reason why we're going to go after the monsters is because that set card he has can't even activate because of Light Stage. So, there you go, your opponent leaders. So it's not like it's going to do anything. So, let's see what we get now. So, okay, we get to decide if we go first or second. We're going to go second. Let's see what we have here. So we get an Ash Blossom and Infinite Impertinence. We've got Invocation, Blue Sky. What we really need is Alistair. Then go into either Mekk-knight or the other one, Purgatrio. Right, so why did someone Crane? I mean, this guy's not some. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so what, is he going to go into a rank 3? Or is he going to go into a link 2? What? He could go into Dante. Yeah, is this going to Dante? No! Phantom Knight of Breaksword, okay. Okay, that's new. Phantom Knights of Breaksword and a set card. So Phantom Knights obviously have got a lot of, like, you can use cards such as Fog Blades, Wings. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice little addition. Right, so we're going to play Terraforming. So obviously terraforming will search out either Magical Meltdown, or do I search out Light Stage? Because Light Stage can search out Candina, but Magical Meltdown can search out Alistair. We'll do the Light Stage. Because Light Stage can shut down one of his spell or traps, which could be vital. Right, so Trickstar Light Stage can let us add a Trickstar monster from our deck to our hand. What's he got? Because he can play something. Right, so I get to add a card from my deck to my hand. We're going to add the Candina because we haven't normal summoned yet, which is kind of good. So we're going to chain with Trickstar Light Stage Fair. We'll target that card. So unless he can play that card now, it's going to be useless. It's useless. Okay. Right, let's see if we can't bait out one of his cards. We'll summon out Blue Sky, because now Blue Sky will let us add 2 Mekk-knights from our deck to our hand if he doesn't have anything to negate it. Oh, he's letting that go through. Okay, we'll add the Indigo Eclipse, and again we'll add the Purple Nightfall. Because we can just set like War Legacy Succession or something, so we can still get off Indigo Eclipse, then just move it and summon out Blue Sky. So now, Purple Nightfall, sorry. So now I'm going to summon out Indigo Eclipse. He can now let us special summon another Mekk-knight if we move. Yes. We'll move Indigo Eclipse over here. Summon out Purple Nightfall. Next, we'll summon out Trickstar Candina. Because now with Candina, since she was normal summoned, we now get to add a Lilybell, and again, Lilybell's added to her hand, we get special summon. Right, we're going to use both of our monsters to go into Verte Anaconda. We still have Ward Legacy Succession, so we could summon out another monster next to Verte Anaconda's link before we summon out Rainbow Neos. But we're not going to. Right, now we're going to just send Light Stage. No, we're going to send World Legacy Succession because Light Stage is still shutting down that card. And that card could be everything. You never know. Oh, he's got Summit. What's he going to do? He can do Summit. It's not like he's just sat here. He can play something. Oh no. So we're going to play Rainbow Neos' second ability. We'll send the World Legacy Succession to the graveyard and shuffle all of his face downs back into the deck. Okay, there you go. Then we can just win now. Okay. Boom. Purple Nightfall continues the assault. I am so glad I haven't roleplayed enough as I normally do, because normally I roleplay so much it's untrue when I do duels. And then Blue Sky finishes him off. There we go.